Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to the orientation session for the semester spring 2021. I welcome all the new students who are registered with me in this semester. In this session, we are going to discuss the number of things related to the conduct of the classes during this semester. As you know that this is the COVID situation, and we are in this situation for the last 1 year, since March 2020. And still, as you know, these days our university is again closed. So hopefully things would be better soon. So what would be our strategy? What methodology, what strategy we are going to have in this semester, that I am going to discuss today. So initially, first of all, I will discuss the challenges that we have faced in the last year based on our experience uh, during the COVID situation. Then what are the study requirements, uh, and what are the class activities that we normally conduct for teaching and learning, including the examinations and the evaluations. And at the end, I will discuss the teaching strategies. And being the in charge placement bureau, I will also have some words about the activities of the placement bureau at the end of the session. So, first of all, I appreciate all the students of our universities for their cooperation during the COVID-19 situation since March and the last two semesters, fall 2020 and fall 2020. These are the two semesters that we have, our students have, you can say, they completed during the COVID situation. And believe it to me, there is no doubt in saying that without the completion of these educational process was not possible without the cooperation of our students. So I really appreciate for this. Next, I am also thankful to our university management for providing us the support to the faculty and the students in spite of their resource constraints. Particularly, I am thankful to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Rubina Mushtaq, and the in charge Islamabad campus, Dr. Amir Nadeem, they are working day and night in completing. As you know, our campus is a new campus, new building is being constructed. So they are working hard to complete all the formalities so that the educational activities can be started. Next, we have I also thankful to our head of department, Dr. Hafiz Ishaq, and our department coordinator, Mr. Bashir, for their full-time availability and the support throughout this crisis situation. And they kept the faculty and the teachers engaged and provided them the full cooperation, provided them the full support. We were rather having the very better communication. He was available. They were available whenever we required anything, we had any confusion or any query. So they were already there to help us. So it is because of their efforts, their commitment that we are able to. There is no delay in our educational activities, and we have successfully completed 2 semesters, and now we are another into this semester, right in time. And at the end, I would also like to acknowledge the efforts of the government of Pakistan, our medical doctors and paramedics for their successful fight against the COVID situation, COVID spread. And it is because of their efforts that we are able to maintain our health and work together. So I'm really thankful for them for this. Well, first of all, the major challenges that we have faced during this time was the major challenge was basically the lack of the IT resources. No doubt the computers and all these things, the laptops and internet facilities. This again remained the major challenge throughout this time. And rather, I would like to say that these computers are not, I mean, I've been using my computer and all these machines. These are, I mean, no depreciating as well. I mean, they need upgradation, they need replacement. So, when we say the computers, when we say the internet connectivity in a family, I understand there is a burden on the parents to provide these resources for managing the online education. And particularly for the families like me, where the parents are also engaged in the teaching, so they also need resources. So there is a serious limitation of these resources, and managing these resources. This also put the financial constraints. So this is one of the bigger challenge, and it's still I'm feeling that it will remain with us during this semester as well, if there will be the online education. Next, most of our students were using the laptop, the mobile devices. Studying from the mobile devices is very difficult. And I meant to say, if this is not possible, I would rather say to properly complete the education, to complete the learning process with the handheld devices. Because of the screen is small, readability is difficult. You cannot, you can do the communication, you can receive you can save the content, you can send the content, but for typing something or like to say comfortably reading for the long time, that is difficult. So handheld machine, and so for those students who are not having the availability of the internet, internet mean the laptops and the desktops, computers at their homes, they are having this limitation. They are using the handheld machine, they are attending lectures with the handheld machines. So this is the big challenge we are facing. Electricity failures and load sheddings and all this thing during our sessions. Sometimes it happens that the electricity or the internet connectivity issues are there. So these are the challenges. One thing is improved, that is the awareness about the online education tools like Zooms and all these Google Class. We are quite comfortable, both the teachers and the students, and so that thing is improved. So next, after this, now I would like to discuss the study requirements generally in the semester system. We conduct the lectures. We have some. We share the teachers rather share the materials with the students in terms of the handouts, syllabus, and the books. And the students also receive the assignments. They submit the assignments. There are the class discussions, there are the, you can say, the class quizzes, there are the presentations, and midterm and the final term exams. And there is a facility for the students to communicate with the teacher. So these are the general, the functions that we perform during during our semester. And beside this, if we see the examination and the evaluation criteria, that is the midterm marks have the 30 weightage and the 30 marks weightage, and the final has the 50 marks weightage, and the internal assessment is for the 20 marks. This makes the 100 marks. So for the assessment, we have the number of, you can say, the things available for the teacher. Like they can conduct the Viva assignments, class presentation, quizzes, exams. Again, the both kind of exams, like there are the topic-based or the question-based exams. If they are the on-campus, and the scenario-based, case-based, you can say the problem-based papers. So these are the generally options. On the basis of these, the students are evaluated in the semester system. So what were our practices during the COVID-19 lockdown situation? There were the live classes. Classrooms were, all the sessions were conducted live. Live mean on the Zoom and all these facilities. Then there was the availability of the online lectures. Not only the live classes were there, plus also students were able to attend those. You can say those who were not able to attend those lectures, they were able to access those lectures online. Similarly, we have converted to the digital handouts, and the online assignments, online discussion boards. To say that group discussions that were conducted again on the online. We taken it into the online mode. Quizzes were also were conducted in online. Then the viva and presentations, they were also done through the online platforms, online communication forums. Okay. Then there was the online communication between student to students and between teacher and students by using different sources. So these were the, I mean, rather we have shifted everything online. So the resources and the methods that we have used for the live classes, we have used the Zoom sessions. Zoom has proved very successfully. I mean, it was a very good platform for all of us, and we were easily able to conduct our classes. Students are easily able to I mean, attend the classes, even if they are using the handheld machines. Zoom facility was a good facility for us. Then the availability of the lecture for me, what I did was I had my YouTube channel and I have uploaded all my lectures on the YouTube. They were available and they will be available to our students. So then the next were the handouts. Handouts were given through the Google Class. Assignments were given through the Google Class, and I hope now students are quite familiar. When I was giving the orientation last semester, so even then the students were familiar with the Google Class, particularly in the first semester in the March 2020. These things were new for the students. So the discussion boards for the group discussion, or the you can say the I use the different forums, like for example, I give the discussion question to after the conduct of the lecture. I give the discussion question to the students, and say them to put their comments on that discussion question. So the forum that I use is the YouTube, and because in the comment section of that lecture, they can put their, I mean, you can say they can take part in the discussion. One advantage of this is whenever anyone will watch that video, he can directly participate in the discussion, and those discussion questions and those discussion, you can say the discussions are available there. So if you can see, so you can see it if you go on my YouTube channel. There are the videos, all these lectures are there, you can say in terms of other material. So on any lecture, if you go, you will find there are the discussion being taken place by the students as well. Okay. As you can see, there are the 86 comments for this. So you can see these are the discussions where the students can take part in these discussions. Okay. Okay, next one is the for the online quizzes. I used to use the Google Forms. And the mock test are also available in my channel, and the students can attempt those mock tests before going for the quiz. Generally, we take the two quizzes in the semester, one in the before the midterm and other after the midterm. And beside this, for the online classes, my practice remained was that I used to conduct the practice quizzes. You can say the weekly kind of a thing. Like after every lecture, I mean before the beginning of the lecture, next lecture, I used to conduct the quiz related to the previous lecture. So in that way, not only that was quite helpful for the students to do the practice and to understand the topic. So quizzes are being conducted through the Google Forms. And at the end, whenever we need to conduct the viva or the class presentation, we also again use the Zoom sessions. And for the communication with the teachers and among the students, what I did is I made the WhatsApp group with the CRs. For my formal communication, I communicate with the CR through that group. And with the class, I use the one group on the Telegram where all the students can communicate with me. There is a Google Class, students can send the comments there. There is also the students can also send their queries, and even in the YouTube comment section they can ask the questions. So generally our availability is 24/7 for communicating with our students. Well, now what strategy we are going to adopt here? For that, I would like to discuss few things with you. That if we see all these activities that we normally conduct during the semester, so if we separate the activities into parts, you can say, or the two types, these are the activities that are we generally not conduct. We don't. This is not our regular activity. Like for example, availability of lectures. That is not the part of the regular. To say the when we are conducting the live sessions. So these are the things that we generally upload afterwards for the students to review the lectures. Similarly, the handouts are given to the students. Even if we are conducting our own campus classes, I remember that I've been using this Google Class since 2018, and even when there was the COVID, but not there, so I was using these forums. I used to use the Google Classroom for sending the students assignment, for sending for conducting the quizzes and all these things. So Google Class, so these things were, if we separate these things from that of the lecture that we conduct the class, so we can easily we can easily design the strategy for during the COVID. Okay. Generally, what I feel is we generally mix the things. When we say the online classes, we say it is very difficult. Our handouts are on the Google and all these things. So these are that is not a topic to discuss. Like these should be in the class or they should be online. So these these are the mediums. These are the internet is the medium. Internet is the facility. Okay, so we can use these. Like for example, if we give the home assignment to the student, so that home assignment doesn't mean that the student will do that assignment on the campus. They will go in their homes and then they will do these assignments. Okay. So basically these are all the facility, all these are all the activities that can be done in their homes, okay, and after the classes. And for them, staying on campus is not necessary. So that is the thing that I want to highlight here. So live class session, yes, that is a thing that is required. For the on campus, there is a difference if we are conducting the live sessions. And there is a difference when you're conducting the face-to-face session. So these are the two things. So based on this, I've made the table to explain you further. For example, if we can see that these are the two situations for the teachers. Okay, like for example, teacher can be either present in the class. Okay, or teacher is not present in the class. He is restricted, maybe due to the lockdown or anything. He is not able to come in the university. So these are the two possibilities for the teacher. And for the students, we have the three possibilities. All the students are restricted. Restricted mean they are, like these days, we are not allowed to, our universities are closed, so it's mean we are students are not able to come in the universities. So classes are not possible, okay, for the students. Similarly, there is a situation when all the students are present. Okay, students are present and the teacher both are present. Teacher is present and student are present, and in this situation we have the on-campus possibility of the classes. That is an ideal situation. That is what we are expecting to have. Okay. Whereas in this situation, when the teacher is not is restricted, Okay, and the students are also restricted. So there is not a possibility for conducting the classes. Okay, so in this case, we have the only possibility is the online classes, online sessions. Okay, so I am just talking about the classes, the live classes, the class conduct. In other situations, like the teacher is like, for example, is restricted, but the students are available. So in that again, this is a situation when we have to have some hybrid kind of situation. Okay, when the teacher is present but the students are restricted, I mean to say they are not able to come, but the teachers are in some universities, it is happening, the teachers are in the universities, they are conducting classes from there, but students are not, I mean to say, available, not allowed to come, they are restricted. So in that case, again, we have some kind of the hybrid situation. A university has to provide the facility to deliver the lectures online. These other two possibilities are like, for example, if the teachers are present but the students are partially present. I mean to say the part of the students are coming and part of the students are not able to come in the classes. Same is the situation here, part of the students are coming, part of the students are not coming, but in this case, teacher is not coming. So in all these situations, okay, we have the hybrid kind of the situation. So if you can see, like for example, these are the things, these are the areas, okay, these are the areas where we have to be, you can say, some kind of the, we have to take the, you can say, the support of these online resources. And also for this, this is purely online, all right? Only this is an ideal situation. So I hope if the situation would be better when the online campus, we will be able to have the on-campus studies. So that then we will be in this situation. Okay. So what I am expecting in this semester is that we will be having the mix of all this. We will be touching all these things. Might be we will be able to have the on-campus classes after the midterm. I am expecting, and during these situations, I mean, we might be touching these situations where we are like these days we are in this situation. So with this in the mind, I have designed what strategy I am going to have, so that I am now going to discuss with you. For the online classes, for the online, what I will be doing is I will conduct the live Zoom sessions, weekly Zoom session on the basis of the timetable given to us, and these lectures will also be available on my YouTube channel. Okay. So students who are not able to attend for some reason, or if they want to review the session, they can attend it. So in most of the cases, I also upload the Zoom session as well. But if I'm not able to upload the Zoom session, or there is some problem in the Zoom recording of the Zoom session, I have my other lectures. I mean the lectures related to that topic that would also be available on the session. So for that, this is how we are going to manage. So if there will be the on campus or campus classes, so these Zoom session won't be there, but these other lectures related to my topic, they will be available on that. So that will be an additional facility for our students. Okay. Well, for the handouts, I will be using the Google Class. You have to, I will register all the students in the Google Class, and they will be able to get the prompt, you can say the material from there. They will get the assignment from there, and they will get the GDPs. GDPs mean the graded discussion boards. Again, with every lecture, I will be sharing with them the one discussion question, and say them to put their comments and to take part in the discussion with all the details of how to take part in that discussion that will be described to them. For the quizzes, again, I will be providing them the mock tests, which will be available on my YouTube channel. And in the next session, or might be after 2 weeks, there would be the practice quiz, in which that would be through the Google Forms, and student will attempt that quiz. For those quiz, the time would be fixed, and when the time will be started, the student will be given the link of that form, and they have to complete that quiz within that specific time. And that is normally generally 20-25 questions are there in that quiz. But that is very helpful for practicing, for clearing the for having the better understanding of the topics. Okay, and before the midterm, there would be the one proper, I mean to say, the comprehensive quiz covering all the syllabus that we have covered in that time. So that would be the quiz number one, and there would be the another quiz that would be the before the final term, that would be the quiz number two. Okay, so these are the two formal quizzes, proper quizzes. You can say and all other quizzes they will remain the practice quizzes. I will be having the weightage of all the quizzes. Suppose if some or the other student is not able to perform good in the final quiz due to some reason, or is not able to even attend, there are the situation. So that in that case, the marks taken by in the practice quizzes that would be considered. Then there will be another thing that we have started is the final viva before the conduct of the final exam, just to not only to check the comprehension of the students, but plus also making them to have the better understanding how much to say what are the gaps that have been left in the students, so that we can also give the guideline to the students during that viva situation in the vivas. And also there will be the presentations, class presentation. These are the group presentations. We conduct these group presentations in the Zooms. Okay, and for the communication, we have the WhatsApp group, we have the Telegram, we have the, you can say, the Google Class, and all these online platforms available by which the students can communicate with us easily. All right. Beside this, there are a few more activities, like, for example, we also conduct the attendance in every class session. For the attendance, we have the attendance form. That is again a Google form. Students just that is the password protected. It is open. It has been given to the students when the class session started, and it is changed at the end of the class session. All right. And sometime I even conduct the roll call during the session to check the students are present or they are just online. Okay. And next one is I also take the student information, and that is I will be sharing the student information form to all the students to have some basic information about their what they did in which semester they are to say, and what they have basic information that is required by the teachers to have the better understanding about their students. And then at the end of the semester, we take the feedbacks from the students. So these are also would be conducted through the Google Forms. Okay. Again, for the midterm and the final exams, if there would be the on-campus exam, then you are already familiar. So they will be in the on-campus. In case of the online exam that we have already for the last 1 year, what my practices were that I just used to conduct the scenario-based questions, scenario-based papers. They are handwritten, and I just upload those papers at the time of the exam that given to us according to the date sheet in the Google class, and the student have to complete that handwritten paper in the generally 3 hours or the 2 hours or whatever the time generally we have. Plus, we also give some additional time for the students to upload to the to the, you can say, in the Google Class. And there is a, after these handwritten papers are basically, they are converted into the images. Their images, their picture snapshots are being taken, and then they are converted into the PDF, and the whole procedure is given into the, is explained in the form of the videos in my YouTube channel, and students are explained accordingly how to do that. And generally, the assignments that I give to my students, weekly assignments related to the lecture, that are also being given in the same format, so that students get themselves trained before the final exams. Okay, there are the handwritten assignment like the mini lecture assignment. Mini lecture assignment is basically a topic-wise assignment every week on the basis at the end of the lecture. I just upload 4 or 5 small mini questions, a short question you can say, in which students have to answer in their own handwriting, and then they upload that in the assignment section of the Google Class. In this way, they not only able to understand the topic well, plus because I understand that there are the questions in the mind of the students when they read it, when they do these assignments, when they participate in the GDP. So questions arise in their minds, and they are able to. That develops when the questions are there, and if they communicate with us and they think on those questions, their understanding, their comprehension of the topic is improved. Okay, that is made. So. For the exams, this is how the exam would be conducted. So again, just for you again, like for example, for the on-campus exams, there will be the same procedure that we already followed. And for the on-campus, online exams, there will be the scenario-based question, there will be the handwritten papers, and they will be uploaded in the form of the PDF format, okay, in the Google Class. Okay, now at the end, I would like to discuss, being the Charge Placement Bureau, I would like to discuss what is the Placement Bureau. Placement Bureau is basically you can say a department in our university, which is working for employability, for improving the enhancing the potential of the student employability. Students are we just work for the student development, and working in those areas that are required for the students to get the good jobs. In which definitely there is their skill set is being improved, their abilities are improved, their aptitude is being, you can say, has been considered. So there are the number of, during the COVID-19, what we did is that we conduct the seminars, we conduct the webinars, we conduct the training sessions, and we conduct the group discussion with the students and on the different topics. And plus also we have the blog available for the students. If you can see on this learner podcast, go to my blog. There you can see there are the many things available. This is the Placement Bureau. There's a link of the website of the Placement Bureau. If you just click it, you will go reach into this. You will find a lot of stuff there for the students. Okay, and similarly, if you go, there is another thing is employability and the career guidance. This is another website available for the students. So there are many things for the related to the student developments are present in it. So I would say that a student should visit these websites for their development. They can have you will find a lot of things for them. Okay. Similarly, in the learner podcast, there is a link of this my lectures. So whatever this is whatever I will be in the form of the lecture, in the form of the handouts. Their links are also been provided in this. Okay, so these are the material. This is the material related to the previous semester. So it will be updated as the lecture would be conducted. So these are the blogs available to the students as well. So for their support. So placement bureau is basically we can use to when there will be the online there will be the on-campus activities started again. So we will be conducting the job fair, we will be conducting the on-campus seminar and all this thing, and we also these days we have stopped working on internships, but after that when this COVID situation will be over, so again we will be we will start working for the students internship. Okay. Okay, so thank you very much. That was all for today's session. So if you have any question, if you have any queries related to this, you can we have already, as you know, we have already made the groups in the Telegram. We have made the groups in the with the CR groups. You can communicate with me through those. I haven't designed the Google Class yet for you for this semester, so that will be also be available within 1 or 2 days. So you can also communicate with me afterward through that. Okay. So with these remarks, so I am again thankful for you to, and also I would like looking forward for you to say have the good time with each other. Thank you very much.